The last example is the same as the examples we've done so far, but instead of giving you equations with variables, they just give you words. The sum of a number and the square of a number is 20. Can you take those words and change them into an equation? A number, I'm going to call that x. The sum is adding. The sum of a number and the square of that number is 20. So what you have to develop in these questions, the hardest part is, can you change the wording into an equation? Right? Mathematics is so powerful because it takes situations, reduces them to numbers and variables where you can work within rules and solve things that if you just used your language before would be very hard to do. In fact, if you tell someone this, the sum of a number plus the number squared is 20, what's the number? They would sit there and think for a long time. And even once you see the algebra, you're like, oh, but it's a quadratic equation. That means I can make one side equal to 0. I'm going to rewrite it with my x squared first, then my x, subtract 20 on both sides. Realize this is my first one, this is my last one. First one's easy, it would have to be x and x. Think about my outside and my inside making 1. We're going to have to subtract because it's minus 20. What times what is 20? 5 and 4, yes. And to make plus 1, it would have to be, so we could go 5 and 4. I need a plus 1, so I make my 5x positive, my 4x negative. And at this point, I think you can just write the answers. (16, 17, 19, and 20. And we can start working on the previous ones now in the last 10 minutes.